there are a variety of social expat groups in Costa Rica that welcome visitors and help them get acquainted and adjust to new surroundings and a new way of life. And one of those social groups with a purpose is Democrats Abroad. This is Charmel Roussel in Grecia with information about retiring in Costa Rica, moving to Costa Rica, and living in Costa Rica. Welcome back to the channel. My guest today is Miguel, and he is connected with Democrats Abroad at the local, national, and international levels. So Miguel, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Well, hi everybody. My name is Jose Miguel Madrigal. I am a U.S. citizen. I was proudly born on the 4th of July in Columbus, Ohio, at the Ohio State University Hospital. I've been living here since 2001, so I was brought here as a child. I went to Lincoln School in Moravia and later in Santo Domingo de Heredia. I am currently a licenciatura student at Universidad Costa Rica, and I'm earning my law degree there. And I've been a member of Democrats Abroad since the day I turned 18 years old. So within Democrats Abroad, I am the current chair of the Democrats Abroad Global Youth Caucus. I am also the vice chair of Democrats Abroad Costa Rica. And last year, I was a super delegate with Democrats Abroad, and I attended the 2024 Democratic National Convention.
Do you also have a position with the youth group at the global international level?
Yes, I am the chair of the Democrats Abroad Global Youth Caucus. So, and any U.S. citizen living abroad between the ages of 18 to 35 is welcome to join the Youth Caucus.
Well, thanks so much for that information. Now tell us a little bit about Democrats Abroad here at the local level and also at the national and international levels.
So Democrats Abroad is what is recognized within the DNC, the Democratic National Committee, as a state level party. So in general, there are 50 state Democratic parties, one for every state. There are 6 territorial Democratic parties, one for every territory, and then there's one for all U.S. citizens living abroad. That constitutes Democrats Abroad. So Democrats Abroad has chapters all over the world, in the Middle East, in Africa, in Asia, in the Pacific Islands, in Europe, and here in the American continent. So we have a total of 52 country committees, and we have members in every single country around the world, including here in Costa Rica. In Costa Rica, we have a meeting once a month, usually in San Jose, where we discuss politics and we register people to vote. It's really important that our main goal in Democrats Abroad is to make sure everybody votes. So we have a website called Vote From Abroad. You go there, you go to votefromabroad.org, and you fill out the FPCA form, where you give you some personal information, you send it back to your last state of residence, and they approve it, and then later in November, they will send you a ballot where you send it back through the postal mail. Also, Democrats Abroad Grecia meets once a month in this beautiful restaurant we are right now in Los Jardines, and we have lunch and we discuss politics.
Well, thanks so much. I know that the Democrats Abroad is very active in Grecia. Is there also a group known as Republicans Abroad or something similar? So,
unlike Democrats Abroad, Republicans do have a group. They're called Republicans Overseas, but they do not have official recognition by the RNC. So they do not send delegates to the convention, and they do not have a global primary as Democrats Abroad does. And I do not know, I have no information on Republicans Overseas. I only know they exist, but I don't know if they have a chapter here in Costa Rica.
So why should people back in the United States care about Democrats Abroad?
Well, that's a great question. Thank you for asking it. So we are the margin of difference. Whenever there's a very close election, it's the votes from abroad who make or break an election. So let me give you 3 examples very quickly. In 2020, Joe Biden won Arizona, Georgia, and Wisconsin through the votes from abroad. So the margin between Joe Biden and Donald Trump in 2020 was smaller than the votes coming from abroad. So we make that difference. In 2020, we won back the Senate with John Ossoff and Raphael Warnock, with the votes from Georgians who are living abroad. And of course, in 2008, we were the margin of difference that made Obama's election a regular victory up to a landslide. We won states we have never won before, like Indiana and North Carolina, thanks to those votes from abroad. So we are the difference. And also, we advocate for issues that are important for U.S. citizens living abroad, like Medicare portability, taxation issues, a lot of other stuff. We actually go once every 2 years to Washington, D.C., and we meet with senators and representatives in their offices in D.C. So we are also active politically in elections, but we also do policy.
So for our viewers, how can they help or get involved with Democrats Abroad?
So first of all, you can visit our webpage. Go to democratsabroad.org to learn about more about our party. But you could also go to votefromabroad.org and register to vote yourself. You do this every election year. Also, we always do appreciate donations. So in our website, you could go donate anything you like, $1 up to whatever your heart's content. We will take it all. But so those are the two main ways you can support us.
So that's all excellent information. Is there anything that you want to add, or do you have any closing remarks? Is there anything that we didn't cover today?
Well, I will say this, that right now we are going through a very dark time in the United States. So if you want to become active and you want to get your voice out there and you want to make sure your voice is heard, join Democrats Abroad. Join us in this fight to make the U.S. a better place for everybody.
Thank you so much. And I'll just say that as a newcomer to Grecia, Costa Rica, it's such a comfort to have friends like Miguel, and also the group called Democrats Abroad, as well as expats in Grecia, who have helped me navigate moving to Costa Rica and retiring in Costa Rica. And it's just a comfort to know that they're here as a support group. So if you find this information helpful and beneficial, you can hit the subscribe button, and I will continue to share information about moving to Costa Rica, retiring in Costa Rica, and living in Costa Rica. So, pura vida, adios.
Pura vida, gracias. Nos vemos. Okay,